That's me, just a father looking man. That's me, just a father looking man. That's me, baby. And me, baby. I love the way they call my name.
Hi. I welcome you to another episode of the Toolzday Fixing Personal Development Issues with Joseph Adeleke, and this is a new episode where we're going to be talking about something different from what we've been talking about in previous posts and previous episodes. I want to teach you something different. I want us to learn something different, something that I've applied in my personal life and it has worked for me. And I believe that parents out there, guardians and teens coaches that watch this can learn something and can always teach that same thing to somebody else, and we can always win together.
That's me, just a father looking man. That's me.
Alright, welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at the ABC steps of building confidence. Right? The ABC steps of building confidence. Very, 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 very simple, practical, realistic ways that I've tried and it worked for me. And I'm so sure that if you teach your child this, if you as a parent also try this within yourself, it can work for anybody. Because that's worked for me, and I'm so sure that if you try it for yourself, you're going to be able to do exploits. I called it the ABC steps, right? So the first thing, which is the letter A, is acceptance. Being able to, acknowledge that this is me. You don't have any other arguments. You don't have any reason to debate with any other person. So you have to accept that this is me. Right? So the ABC steps to building confidence, the first one, letter A, accept. Accept that you have a very, very poor self-image. Accept that you have a very terrible confidence within yourself. You are not confident at all. You don't have the capacity to do what you want to do, right? Once you can do that, you're going to survive a lot. So I'll share a personal story, right, to buttress my point. Personally, I was always while I was in my primary school, I was always running from things that has to do with march past, anything that would make me stand in front of people. I would run away from it, right? March past, debate, presentation in class or whatsoever, I'll run. I did that in my primary school. I did that in my secondary school. When I got to the University of Lagos, I tried that, and I successfully did that my year 1, year 2, year 3. All right, I chose to study English, and I felt that English was just about writing. I forgot that there are two different aspects of studying English language. One, you have to be able to write. The other one, you have to be able to speak. Right? So I was so focused on the old grammar and writing. I never knew that one day I would need to stand in front of people to say something. Unfortunately, before them for me that day, I had to stand in front of people when I was in my level 3, right? And I never knew that day I was going to do that. So a friend of mine, we were going to class one time, and he said in my year 3, and he was like, I don't like we get test today. I said, test. And now, test. We go just rough am when we reach the class. As smalls now, we're not supposed to get issues with that kind of thing. Last now, waiting you sabi go right. Alright. So the guy was like, I feel like this thing will be right, now speaking. You go guys stand in front of people to speak. And I was like, speaking care. So I got to the class. I sat down at the back. It was a crowded class, 150 students. And he started calling everyone's name. Unfortunately or fortunately for me, my surname is Adeleke, and they needed to start with AA, AB, AC, AD, and they got to AD, and they called out my name, and I got out to the front, and very, very simple thing. The lecturer said, "Oh, Joseph, I want you to just tell the crowd what you know about a car. Tell the crowd what you know about a car." In less than 5 minutes, do that. Oh my God. I stood in front of about 150 students and I did not have the right words to say. I don't have anything to say. I just stood there glued. Just like that. I felt messed up. I felt bad. And the lecturer said, I never knew that as you are tall as this, that you are dumb upstairs. And I just crawled back to my seat, sank into my chair, and said to myself, never in my life would anybody speak to me that way, right? Never would I have to stand in front of people and would not have any word to say. Do you understand me? I said that to myself. And the first step I had to do was now to accept that, you know what, Joseph, you have this terrible mindset about yourself, that you can't do this when every other person is doing it very, very well. You know what, you need to start working on yourself and see how to get it done. This moves me to the next point, which is believing that you can get it done. First, you need to accept that this is who you are, and the next one is to believe that, you know what, this is me, but I am going to get better at this. And that's what I did. I had to believe in myself that, you know what, Joseph, no, never in your life would anybody address you that way. Never in your life would you have to stand in front of people, I want to say something, and you don't have anything to say. So I believed it. And what I did was, whenever we are now having all this, what's it called, Bible reading in church, and somebody, they need to ask a question in class, I would force myself to stand up and answer. I would force myself to stand up and answer. Sometimes I might not really have the answer to those questions, but I'll still stand up and answer. Many times in church, when they ask us to read the Bible, I would carry that Bible in front of the entire crowd and I'll be stammering, for God's sake of the word, I would keep reading. And behind me, I would have been people that will be laughing, and I would hear people that are laughing, but I would not pay attention to that, because I'm on a mission at that point, that I believe that I would break the shackle of not being confident. That belief system stayed with me for a very long time. Even till now, I still believe that way, right? That I'm going to stand in front of millions of people and I will not shake. I will speak confidently and I will speak eloquently, right? So I did that. I believed it within myself and I held on to it, right? Within 2 years, a year, 2 years, I was already doing good. I was doing better, and I could stand in front of people. I started addressing people. I started doing different things, and today I've stood in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, to speak, to address, and I've left them in awe, right? Which is what I'm proud of myself for. And the last thing on these ABC steps is to confess positive things to yourself. This confession is very important if you want to do something good with your life. You have to always confess something positive to yourself. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can move mountain. You need to keep saying that to yourself. You need to say, I'm confident, I'm bold, I am strong, and I am a public speaker. I am unstoppable. I can't be moved, right? You need to say these things to yourself and believe it. Believe it, right? The steps that I've given you now is to accept that you have a terrible mindset and you need to change it. The second thing is to believe that you can change it and work towards changing it, right? And the last thing I did was to confess. I kept confessing positive things to myself, right? Till today, if I want to stand in front of people to speak, I confess that I can do this, I can get better. Before I made this podcast, I still confess to myself that I can do this, I can get better at it, I'll be the best at whatever thing I'm doing. I'm going to be the best at these things, coaching. I'm going to be the best at parenting parents. And I've said it to myself countless times and I'm still saying it, right? Please help your child understand that to build confidence, they need to accept the stage that they are. They need to believe that they can get it done, and they would be good at whatever thing they are doing, and they need to confess positive words to themselves every day, every time, and every time they intend to attempt something. And you know, the interesting part of this APC step is that anybody can use it, whether you're an adult, you're a parent, you're a child, you're a teenager, anybody can use it. A professional in a corporate space too can use it, right? It's just a simple step that has worked for me perfectly, and I believe anybody can use it, right? It's my hope that as we all work together towards building a better society through a healthy mindset, we may all win, and definitely we will win, right? If you love this content, if you love this episode, please like, comment, share with friends. I'd love to even hear your opinion about it. Please comment, and please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe, right? Please do subscribe and share with friends and family to also subscribe and enjoy the same thing that you're enjoying from these Toolzday Fixing Personal Development Issues with Joseph Adeleke. And I'm so sure that they are going to pray for you, right? Till we meet next time, thank you and God bless you.
That's me, just a father looking man. That's me, just a father looking man. That's me, baby, and me, baby. I love the way they call my name. That's my name. My rap is making them insane.